Motherfuckers, you're a motherfucker, you. You're a motherfucker, you. Iguana rana la marana. 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 Let's go, motherfuckers.
So
Welcome to Middle Class Dropouts. This is what you get when you drop out. I've never dropped out, but you know.
What's up, my filthy dropouts?
What's going on, Rigo? You just had a birthday.
Just had a birthday, bro. This is the second time we tried this YouTube live stuff. We're new to it. I think, everything's a learning curve. But yeah, bro, I turned 27 yesterday.
Fuck yeah,
that was exciting. Took a little road trip out to Arizona, Grand Canyon. Well,
how do you feel to be in your prime?
You know what, bro? It feels good, but then I always ask myself, am I doing everything I should be doing?
It's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's deep.
am I leaving crumbs? Am I leaving bone on the meat?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
100%. Hey, you're taking Bucanas already.
Oh, Snyder. I've never drank Bucanas in my life, bro.
Shut the front door. Whose is this?
Just found it. I think it was my brother's.
Wait.
What is it?
It's pretty good.
Is Bucana whiskey?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Hold on, let me see.
Know.
It is whiskey, bro.
Nice.
Blended Scotch whiskey.
There we go. That's what we're drinking. Rigo, happy motherfucking birthday.
Thank you, bro.
It's all right. Anyways.
Gnarly.
So yeah, Rigo, 27 years old. You're in your prime. You're still full of cum. As the great
Young,
Bob
dumb,
will
full of
tell
cum.
us, you're young, you're dumb, and you're full of cum. You're right. You're
Is that shout
right.
out to Bob out there?
He's out there.
Make sure you lock those doors and they come out for you. That repo man gonna come after you.
Oh, he's gonna get your cars.
Hey, make sure you pay your payments because he's gonna be out there, honey.
He will get you, even if you live inside an apartment complex.
Bro, let's talk about a little bit about the repo business because we've both been in it. You got me into it.
Right.
Back in our days. All right, tell me what was the worst? What was the worst thing you ever experienced, bro? Like
in the repo business?
Yeah, and it could be a situation you were in, or it could be a car you took away from a family. What was it? What was that situation?
So one thing I've learned being when I was younger and in the repo business was you can't be attached to situations where it's like you find a car and there's a car seat inside, right?
Yeah. And that was a tough one.
You have to swallow that and be like, well, this person didn't pay their bill, didn't pay their car bill, so the dealer then sends out an information an email pretty much to the company saying, hey, there's a vehicle that has 90 days delinquency. And so they want to get their car repossessed because by the contract law, they haven't paid. I have the right to repossess. So, when we go out there and we see when I would go out there and we'd go inside the ghetto of ghetto, like inside the projects looking for cars.
Jungle.
Far out to the IE as well.
East Los corridors.
Bro, I mean, you start hearing whistlings. People start whistling because we look like a fucking cop car.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Even though it's a truck, I mean, we had cameras in the front and in the back, but you couldn't see our boom. The boom was underneath the truck, so you can't really see. Oh, that's a tow truck. You just because you see the cameras, you might think that it's a cop. So, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, the saddest part is when we repoed this minivan. And it was 2 car seats in the back, and you see all these toys underneath, and you're like, "Fuck!"
And Bob's like,
Bob don't give a fuck.
Let me get that Friday poker money.
Hey, but that's his job.
Hey, shout out to Bob though.
Hey, you need repo men. You need it. I mean, you've seen the TV shows. It's not that crazy. It's not that dramatic.
Yeah, they overdo it. But it's a job someone has to do, and you got to pay the bills. Someone has to supply, and then there's demand. But there's always that. I think for
balance.
me, bro, it was that
Hispanics, they wouldn't speak English, right? And they will talk to me and be like, oh, tell your jefe to drop the car. And I'm like, you see that man there? He's never dropped the car in his life.
Never.
So we're not going to start with you.
Yeah.
But it was always that, you feel bad, bro.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, to me, where does that lead, bro? It leads to the problem that we have at hand. Everybody wants to get into these new cars that they can't afford.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Like, do the math, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
but how would you take that? So that what you just said in today's day and age, right? So it's not people's fault for them losing their jobs. They got fucking forced out of their jobs,
Yeah.
and the government says you can't work, so then they lose their car.
yeah.
Now, do you think that their car should be repossessed, or the government should pay for that car? Because not only do they have to pay for food, their children's school books and clothes and food, their own utilities, rent or mortgage, like there's so much money that $1,400 isn't cutting it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying that they should keep printing money, but like how, like in today's day and age, if you're a repo man, you're making bank. You're making a lot of money. I mean,
but see, but you think Bob's busy right now? And I hate to use his name, bro, but I'm sure, I don't know if he's ever gonna come
there's
across
a lot
this.
of people named Bob.
Yeah, and we're not saying his last name.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna recognize him and be like, those fucking assholes.
Yeah.
But we're not talking bad, bro.
No.
We're giving them props. But what I'm saying is, do you think he's busy right now because the banks? Is there forbearance on car loans, bro?
No.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because I know you can call your whoever you have an installment with and tell them, hey, I've been out of work, and they give you 2 to 3 months to add the payments to the end of the year, right?
Right.
But yeah, bro, and then something that I did learn in that repo business, that these finance companies, bro, they can call repo for you being 7 days.
Yeah.
Most of them don't, most of them give you the month to 2 months. They can call out repo. They find out that you got the car and now somebody else is driving it. It's like they call it a straw loan.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of shit you can get repoed for, bro. You can get repoed if you don't have insurance for the first 7 days. They'll send your shit to go get repoed. Like I said, a lot of companies aren't that shady, but there's a lot of shit that you learn. But it was definitely that, bro. It was definitely seeing the people getting the shit taken away,
Mm-hmm.
and and imagine all these paisitas, bro, that used to see his 6'3" dude popping up with this little badge on
Yeah, I
that
know.
looked like a copper shit, but it wasn't a car. It just said repo agent.
Yeah.
And people get scared, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what? He gave him the option. Hey, come get your shit and give me the keys, or else you're gonna have to pay. And most people wouldn't.
Yeah.
And he would take your shit anyways.
Take it.
And we'll go ahead and nickname him the Boogeyman, bro.
We'll call him the Boogeyman. I'm telling you, we went inside apartment complex that had like double gates.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say how, but we got in there, and we saw the car parked. They thought they were safe, and we repoed your ass.
Thought they were safe.
The next day they woke up.
It was a front wheel drive, so they backed it in. No, so they pulled in forward.
Yeah, and it's and when it's that too, there's ways to get it out.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
you can't hide. You can't hide.
Yeah, I think the only way is if you live behind a gate and you lock the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think, but if the gate's not locked, I think you're able to go in there.
Oh yeah.
But if the gate's locked, I think they can't. I think Bob was explaining there was a law like that.
And it's crazy because most people will find that like you're trespassing into the property.
Yeah.
But because repos, they do have a law to themselves where most people can't do.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find a way.
Yeah,
they'll get it.
They do, man.
And they report it every time they repoed a vehicle. They always report it to the authorities when the car is visible. When the car is like, we know where it's at, they could then call it in, call the sheriffs, etc., give them the information, blah, 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 and then they could repo your car.
Yeah.
And most of the times, a lot of these vehicles have trackers. They have built-in, so we would know where it's at. And
you know, and I think, bro, it all comes down to don't get a car you can't afford, right? And I know it's easy to say, but I seen a lot of times, bro, these new cars and you would ask how long. Oh, they just got this car in May, and it was like July, so they got the car, never paid 2 months, and now they're getting repoed.
Oh yeah.
And this was pre-COVID,
right?
This was way before pre-COVID. I'm gonna tell you a story. Once I was he told me to go ID a car, so I got off, right?
Oh, Bob? Yeah,
and we were in I want to
Bob
say
the
like
repo guy.
Yeah, Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
I want to say we were in Southgate, and I went and ID'd it. Flashed the light. It was the VIN, and then out of nowhere, bro, I see this black, maybe fucking 130-pound German Shepherd, bro, staring at me in the middle of the street.
God
and Bob was in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, his truck is loud.
Yeah.
So I fucking look at the dog and I look at Bob's truck and I just take off, bro. Right? So Bob sees and he pulls up and this thing was like on my ankles, bro. And I jumped on top of a car. On top of the bed of a truck, bro. And when Bob pulled up, then I jumped into his shit, bro. But dude, I was fucking scared that time. That was pretty sketch.
It's probably a coyote. I don't know.
No,
I mean,
it was a shepherd.
It was a shepherd?
Yeah, it was definitely a shepherd. It was a big fucker.
ran.
Yeah, bro, I took
You
off.
had to. I mean, what are you going to do?
There was no way back.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, there was no way
He's
back.
going to bite you in the nuts.
Yeah.
You're going to think it's your thigh, but it's your nuts.
And then there goes the repo, right?
There goes your business.
Yeah, bro.
You got to take chances. It says the young buck.
But yeah, see, I thought I wanted to get into the repo business, bro. It's a lot that goes into it, dog. A lot that goes into it. And it is profitable.
You could make a lot of money.
You can.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Most people aren't paying their vehicles. They're buying used cars. They can't pay used cars. So, yeah, there's a lot of money into being a repo person. Now, you just can't be emotionally attached to those vehicles.
Yeah.
Because when you do see those car seats and you do see those, you know, it's just, it's hard because you know. And then I grew up poor too, so I know what it feels like to be repoed. We've been repoed before, so it's like now that I did it, I was like, God damn, I know how it feels. Motherfucker, your turn.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Yeah, bro. And it's and one time, bro, I'm gonna tell you another story. One time, we actually repoed a dude that we went to high school with.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Trip. Don't say
No,
names,
I'm not gonna say names.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say names.
When
But he
high school?
moved. He moved.
Okay. Because you repoed his car, bro.
No, he moved.
Oh, they're after me now.
He moved prior for us, like graduating, but he was a year older, and I recognized him, and I think he recognized me. But it wasn't one of those like, oh, that's. I mean, to me, it was like, fuck, like
Business, homie.
business is business.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a newer car, bro. That's the worst part.
Oh.
But you know, a lot of people think. I mean, these baby loans, bro, they be taking your shit too. So that was a crazy one. And then there was this one time, bro. We knocked on somebody's door. We had already had the car. The car was there, but Bob wanted keys. You know, Bob gets in his head, oh, I need those keys. Because he wanted me to drive it, because we had another car to pick up,
That's
you know?
why.
So, we're knocking, and this dude comes out, and he's, like, rubbing his, like, big-ass dude, 6'5", bro, big-ass white boy. Rubbing his eyes, and he's just like, oh, shit. And then Bob's like, you know, explain to him, and he's like, can we get the keys to the car? He's like, yeah, sure, let me go back. So then we go out, and then Bob's like, see, it's simple like that. And dude comes out different, bro. He's like, oh, I thought you guys were fucking cops. You fucking rent-a-cops, this and that. Like, he's talking all this shit, bro. Starts reaching for his back, and we just darted, bro. We took off.
With his keys. I mean, with his car. Already
with
hooked
his car
up.
without the keys, though.
Fuck.
Because he didn't realize what was going on. He thought it was a coppers.
Right.
So when you wake up and you see some shit like that, you see a dude in a green shirt with a badge on his shirt, you know, you get pretty scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Times.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't tell you that being a repo man is a safe job.
No,
fuck no. You need to have tough skin, and
yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, I think there was a recent repo guy who got shot.
Oh shit!
I want to say like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Damn.
Now that I'm
on the job?
about it. One of Bob's friends.
On the job? He got shot
on the job. Yeah, he took someone's car. They chased after him. He still had the car hooked on, and they just shot him. Killed them. So
and you gotta know these repo guys they're prideful, bro. They have a car in there. They're not, because that's their
living.
They're either gonna get paid or they're not.
Yeah. Well, each vehicle, I think it might go for anywhere between $200 and $400. So if you get fucking $200, you get 5 cars.
Yeah.
That's good money.
That's a grand. You pay your shit. You left with 6 bills. You know, I mean, that's pretty fucking good
a day.
And yeah, and I remember Bob mentioned that some dudes were pulling in 16 cars a night. 2 trucks, 8 and 8. Damn. I mean, do the math, bro. That's a fucking lot of money in there.
You just have to hustle, especially at night. You have to hustle at night, and so it's not for everybody. I mean, we were just, you know, 2 young guys trying to figure shit out.
You started it, you got into it, and then I was like, hey, Vin, I want to get into it, and then you shot him out. I went to go try it, but yeah, it was definitely crazy, bro. It's a good experience though, because it teaches you to handle pressure situations, right? You have a dude yelling at you in your face, and you're just like, hey, bro, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, it definitely taught me a lot. But it was cool, bro. It was definitely a crazy experience.
What do you think about that? The whole life experience situation. Some people grow up in the bubble, so when they get hit with pressure, they fold. Do you think that growing up with pressure, it's actually a good thing, or do you think you should always be given the easy way to life?
I honestly think, bro, that if you're given everything, then you're put in a bubble, right? You're how can I say it? You're not exposed, right? If you start getting into situations where you're young and you start building that thick skin, it's beneficial, right? Because that first rejection isn't gonna hurt. So you're getting rejected at 7, 8 isn't gonna hurt as much as not getting rejected your whole life, and then come 25 and your ass gets rejected for a job, relationship, whatever. So I think it definitely benefits when you're put into stressful situations, and because think about it, bro. I think we're so desensitized. I can't think of the word, but we're so far from what we used to be. We're very comfortable now, right? Remember, at a point, each kid becomes an adult, right? So back in the day, cavemen, Neanderthals, those kids were hunting, bro. Those kids were putting in work. So there was no, oh, he's a kid, just let him be.
Not to cut you off, but we could go back to our grandfather's days. That's what, their days were like, they have 7 or 8 children. That was the thing back in those days, maybe, I think, right? I mean, that's how I thought.
Yeah.
My grandma, my great grandma, they all had fucking the shitload of kids.
For sure.
So the way they were grown up was you have to provide.
Yeah.
And you need to have a thick ass skin because people will reject you and not give you an opportunity, even if you feel entitled. I think the difference from then and now is entitlement.
Yeah.
Entitlement now, it's because you grew up, in a great household, or you've been working at this company for a solid year, but you've been putting in hours day and night, and now you feel entitled to get that raise or to get that promotion, or you've had everything handed to you from the day you were born, and you're still stuck at the same job at a grocery store, but you've had everything, but you feel entitled to be the manager, but you never really worked to be anything else than, not to knock on people working in grocery stores or anything like that, but just, there's a lot of people we've grown up with that we saw them as like, you're limiting yourself. You have this much potential, but you can't even see that. And in my opinion, you need that pressure. You need, I don't know if it comes from your friends. That's why we have, the friends we grew up with, some of them had everything, but the pressure that they had from what they've felt with for whatever experience, we saw a change in them. Like, holy shit, you saw it and you put yourself through the ringer. You didn't have to have someone push you to do it. You did it on your own. And so there's always that, you go back and forth with that, right? You have people that do it and you have those that don't. And those that don't always complain, and they always point fingers at others. It's your fault why I'm not this or why I'm not that. But it's really all on you. You could change your own destiny, your own life, and be successful. Be something who you find yourself comfortable, and you see yourself, if you want to have kids, able to provide for your kids. If you see yourself as as an artist, but there's no money in art, and now you're entitled, you feel like you should be getting paid top dollar for your artistic methods of whatever you do, but there's no money in it, and you want to have kids, and now you're mad at the government because your artistic ways aren't fitting into society. So whatever. In my opinion, pressure is important. So if you don't have pressure, then I don't know what to tell you. Find pressure, get yourself into some exercising routines, go for a run, push yourself. I don't know. That's what I do.
No, yeah, and I agree, bro. And don't they say like you tend to bond with people at a high like traumatic experiences? I think it's the same thing with stressful situations or adversity, right? I find that when I face adversity, I tend to operate better. Like under stress, I tend to think better. I tend to some people don't like it. I think some people get scared of it. I tend to just all right, fuckers, let's do this. I talk myself into it. Being in the electrical field, bro, there's times that I'm looking into a panel that looks sketchy as hell, but I think kills everything, right? So you can be the most confident man in the world, but you get 1 ounce of fear in you, bro, and it's done. You're done, bro. Everything goes out the window. So I think if you can talk yourself out of fear, I think you can become unstoppable. And I think if you can, like in a stressful situation, if you calm your tits down and be like, all right, let me go through what I know I have to do, then, you know, I think you can perform better. But I definitely agree with that, bro. I agree that you should put yourself into stressful situations once in a while, because I think that makes you feel alive, right? Who wants to coast? Who wants to just be just getting by, right? I mean, that doesn't make you feel alive. It doesn't make me feel alive, right? If you're just my bad, bro. If you're just you know, pinching to survive, going every day, you know, day by day, you just doesn't. To me, that doesn't make you feel alive. But yeah, bro, that's my intake on that.
Well, that's not bad, Rigo. I agree with your point. Anyways, for all you fucks out there, U.S. debt clock is rising. We're at $28 trillion in U.S. national debt. But why do we care about this number? Well, all this money isn't coming for free. You know, we're borrowing all the money, all your stimulus checks and your weekly unemployment benefits added. We're borrowing all this money. Eventually, the chickens will come home to roost. Until then, I mean, the party's still going, so don't stop dancing. Keep dancing. All I recommend is you figure out how to save yourself from the decline of the U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
Because it will come. And when it does come and you're not prepared, then you're going to be pointing the finger at people. Why didn't I know about Bitcoin? Why didn't I know about gold? This was a secret kept from me. No, it's just you haven't done your research. So,
bro, go back to that.
Oh, of course.
I think last week when we did this, or a week ago or 2 weeks ago, do you remember seeing that dollar to crypto ratio there, or no?
Oh shit!
Look at that, bro. You have now a $10.05 to 1, when in 2013 it was 8,800 to 1.
Wow.
Can you see that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
So what does it mean if it's a 1-to-1 ratio? Then there's $1 per whatever dollar there is in crypto, correct?
That is.
I don't think I saw that last time.
I did not see this last time in the podcast we did. Maybe if you guys saw it, you could write on the comments below. But no, I did not see it.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
10 to 1 now.
Now 10
of every $1, it's in crypto. So think about that. The cryptocurrency world is here to stay, people. Now, if you don't believe me, then go do some research. But this is our U.S. dollar.
Dixie.
And it's compared to a basket of other currencies. So right now it fell, not too bad. I mean, I don't want to see the dollar fall, to be honest with you, only because that means it's inflation in ours, and we're the middle class, so we don't want to see a fucking weaker dollar. We want to see a strong dollar. We want to be able to buy more goods and services,
purchasing power,
with a strong dollar. But a weak dollar will fuck the middle class hard in the ass, only because your purchasing power will be devalued. And if you're not in hard assets like Bitcoin, gold, real estate, commodities, equities, you're going to be screwed. And how many people know about this? It's unfortunate.
Let's give them a hypothetical, Vin. Let's say you have person A, his name's Joe, right?
Joe Mama.
Joe has a decent job. He makes $100K a year. Typical middle class, owns a house, has debt on it, has debt on his car, whatever. After all said and done, he stays with, say, $4,000 a month, right? Mm-hmm. If he saves those $4,000 a month for a year, he has 4,000 times 12, 48,000.
48,000.
Right? Thinks he's sitting good, sitting pretty. Okay. You have person B, John. John makes the same shit, has no debt, car's paid off. Those extra $4,000 a month, or $5,000 more because he has nothing, is going into investments, gold, real estate, cryptos, correct? Now he might not have as much money in the bank, but he has money in his portfolio, correct? Mm-hmm. Now 3 years go by and Joe thinks he's sitting well, right? But he's actually losing money because of inflation. Having his $150K in the bank is not really doing nothing. Person B, John, he's hedged against inflation, correct? Hypothetically speaking, the market crashes, the dollar crashes. Joe's 150 in the bank, takes a shit, holds nothing. Let's say John over here threw 30% of his investments into crypto. Now they have value. Who's better off?
John.
Right, John, because he invested into things that were going to hold value, real estate, commodities, stocks, cryptos, rather than Joe that just saved money, stacked, piled on money, and might have looked pretty in his bank account, but it wasn't doing nothing. The dollar crashed. Now all his 150 is now worth probably 15,000 maybe. So it's a hypothetical for you guys, something to think about.
I mean, in my opinion, John would be the guy that I would go ask for a loan, right?
Yeah.
If I was in Joe's shoes, I'm like, hey, John, I know you have hard assets.
Yeah.
You're a central bank now.
Yeah.
I have these $50,000 that are worth maybe 3 years ago I could have bought me, I don't fucking know, what's a $50,000 car?
We'll say a Tahoe.
A Tahoe.
Fully loaded Tahoe.
Fully loaded fucking Chevy Tahoe, 50 grand. And now that Chevy Tahoe, it's worth $250.
Yeah.
And I need to borrow money. But I have 50 grand in dollars where I could have bought it 3 years ago for 50 grand. John will be the guy.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to be John.
We need you guys all to be Johns.
You have to be a John, not because my name is Jonathan, but because
you like that one though, right, bro? You like how I threw that John in there?
Look, you need to think about these things when it's real. Maybe when it's a theory of the dollar crashing or hyperinflation in the United States or devaluing of dollars. When it's a theory, it's kind of hard to accept it.
Yeah.
But when it's fact and it's happening before your eyes, that's when you really have to act against maybe your selfish interests, right? Because holding dollars could be a selfish way to act. Like, no, the economy is good. The dollar's never going to crash. I don't believe these naysayers. I'm good. 3 years later,
Fuckers crashed.
Should have bought Bitcoin at 60,000.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are like that, Vin. I think a lot of people
I'd buy some gold.
Yeah, definitely gonna get you know, you gotta get yourself some gold. Let me ask you something, Vinny. Do you this is more like your preference, but my mom likes buying a lot of gold, but jewelry.
All right.
But it's high, 14 karat, 18 karat stuff.
Yeah.
Would you say that's a good source to invest your money? Like, shit was to hit the fan, bro. Like, I mean, I know, you're gonna have to go refine that, right? Refine it into complete gold bars. But I guess, is it essentially the same thing as to buying a gold bar, is what I'm saying? If, say, she has 3 ounces of gold in jewelry, is it essentially the same as having 3 ounces of gold bars?
That's a great question.
I want to get your take on that.
So, I'm not an expert. You should consult an expert in the metals.
Go hit up those
the pawn shop.
Go hit up the alleys in LA and go hit them up. Ask them for this information.
But from what I know, is it depends on how much carat your gold holds, right? If it's 14 karat, 18 karat, 24 karat is probably the purest. But I believe the gold eagles, the silver, the gold ounces are 22 karat with 2% silver, something like that. 2 karat silver. I don't know. I know that the Canadian maple leaf is 99.9% gold, so it's 24 karat across, and it's a smaller ounce than the eagle ounce. So the Canadian ounce and the dollar and the American ounce are 2 different sizes. So, yeah, I mean, it depends on that, right?
Yeah.
And of course, if you were to melt it down, I think that would hold more weight because then it's all in one piece. Several smaller pieces, you have to find the weight and then see what kind of carat it holds. So, yeah.
And there's a way to test it. I think I was seeing
magnets for sure.
Yeah, I was seeing a dude. He was looking for gold nuggets, and he had like some liquid, bro, that tests the carats of the gold. But yeah, that was just my question, bro, because I know a lot of people don't think that collecting gold bars or coins is sexy. But if you go and buy jewelry, I think it's essentially the same thing if it is pure, right?
Correct.
If it's a pure piece of gold, shit was to hit the fan, you got some value there. You not some, you got value. So yeah, it was just a question of mine, bro. I think it's the same thing with Bitcoin. What do you have, bro? Like, are you a Robinhood Bitcoin holder, or are you a a Coinbase crypto Bitcoin holder. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Oh, I thought you were really asking me this question.
No, I know I wouldn't disrespect you like that.
What kind of question?
But I know a lot of people that buy Bitcoin through Robinhood think that they own the Bitcoin. No, there's a, what is it called? They own a.
They're fronting the price of Bitcoin. So they probably do own the Bitcoin.
I think they do,
but
they give you like a facade.
Yes.
That you own. Say, I'm trying to think of the word, bro. I can't think of the freaking word. But yeah, bro, I think that's what's going on, right?
Yes. With the Robinhood?
Yeah,
of course. Right.
So if you have 60,000 and you buy 2 Bitcoins or whatever, you could buy 1 right now. It's not like you can go and send it to your Trust Wallet. You can send it to Exodus, your private key. No, you can't send it anywhere. They own your Bitcoin, guys. Do some research.
Yes, and don't feel like because you're on Robinhood that you're a crypto trader. No, you're not. You're actually getting traded by the Robinhood. And so really try to open up another exchange. The minimum Coinbase. Tomorrow Coinbase comes out with their crypto with their stock IPO. It is going to be called Coin, COIN. And just give me a quick second. I'm pulling up an article.
They put that reference at 250 per.
So we'll talk about that. Yes. So the arrival today of cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase on Nasdaq is one of the most anticipated events of the year on Wall Street, where enthusiasm for record-breaking Bitcoin is in full swing despite questions about the market stability. About the sustainability of the market. Whoops. And check this out. This little piece right here, it's kind of important. The Nasdaq yesterday night set a reference price for the company at $250 $100. $250 in US per share. So if you want to buy a Coinbase share, one of the reference prices will be $250. Not that tomorrow it's going to open up at $250. No, but that's just what they want to give it as a reference. So think hundreds already per share.
Yeah.
Now, what's crazy, and I don't agree with this, but hey, people want to take profits. Coinbase chose a direct listing, which does not allow it to raise new funds, but does offer current shareholders, founders, employees, and historical investors the opportunity to sell their stocks on the market. So tomorrow,
definitely don't agree with that. They're basically dumping it on.
They're gonna jizz all over you fucks. The first people to buy. Now wait. The stock could open up at say $200, $250, and then double right away because so many people want to buy it. But I mean, just this gives it away. Just this piece right here gives it away. How credible is this article? You do your research on that. But in my opinion, it does speak a lot as far as running a company when shareholders want to take profit. And so
look at that, bro. Nearly 115 million Coinbase shares will be put on the market. The reference price will be announced yesterday evening. Would have been announced?
Yeah, that's right, huh? That's weird.
Like, did they spell that wrong?
I think so.
The reference price will be announced yesterday evening.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe tomorrow evening.
That doesn't.
They fucked up.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. The validity of this article is giving me it's giving me some chills now. Some bullshit.
So don't be shocked if you buy it at $250 and it's at $175.
But I think that Coinbase in itself, bro, as an IPO is exciting because it's gonna be the first one, right? It's anticipation, bro. Look at Tesla. What did Tesla do? Tesla freaking blew up, right? Now give some money to Coinbase, bro, and what they can do can be their opportunities can be endless. Right, they can introduce a lot of things. They can reach a lot of people. They can do partnerships with a lot of people. Next thing you know, bro, you can have Super Bowl commercials with having to do with Coinbase and Bitcoin and shit like that. You know, Chipotle giving out free $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all bad.
People are all over this now, bro. People are coming in. We've been saying it,
but it's actually good.
Yeah, it's great, and we've been saying it on this podcast for the last 8 episodes. Get into crypto. We're not financial advisors. We're not putting it into your head. But it would be stupid if you don't at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna go and waste $100 on food this week, save it and drop it into something, bro. Drop it into Ada. Drop it into
or
Ripple.
do a juice cleanse and get your ass in shape. Fuck.
Yeah, do a juice cleanse. Vinny's on a juice cleanse and he's raging right now. He's feeding for some burgers. He's feeding for some solids.
Hey, and I had some tomahawks this weekend. Let me tell you,
those
bro.
look bomb, bro. I was on the road when you sent that. But you had me hungry, bro. I'll tell you that much.
I tell you, those tomahawks came out so fire.
What did you season them with?
It was my wife's sister's husband's brother, the homie.
Homie.
So yeah, he seasoned them with regular salt and pepper. Just salt and pepper. Fucking threw them on the grill.
SPG, bro. Salt, pepper, garlic.
Yeah, they came out so tender and bomb, and it just melted in your mouth. I just, I had an orgasm in my mouth. It's like, oh my god, it was good. It was excellent. And then we had.
Where'd you get the tomahawks from?
El Cortez. It's a meat place right there on Pioneer and Rosecrans, maybe around there by Norwalk.
I've been there,
El
bro.
Cortez,
That's where I used to go cash my checks back in the day.
There was another. Yeah, the bank.
Yeah,
smart.
I used to go cash them there, bro. You don't want to get your shit fucking
taxed.
Yeah, you don't want to get traced. They would charge you a 3% or whatever. But yeah, their meat is pretty good.
El Cortez, recommend it.
Go check them
I love
out.
it.
It's in front of. It's on the side of what used to be the Norwalk Indoor Swamp Meet on Rosecrans, I think. Because it's Alondra, Rosecrans, Pioneer. I think it's Pioneer. You're right. But damn, bro, so that's pretty good.
It was awesome.
Bomb ass meat.
Oh, it was the best. I mean, that's why
How
we're
many
doing
beers
this.
did you have?
Huh?
How many beers did you have?
Maybe a few. Maybe 7.
Maybe a few. Maybe a 24.
Maybe an 18-pack to myself. Maybe. No, it was good. We had it was awesome. Great company. We went to the zoo first.
Which one?
LA
LA?
Zoo. Yeah. It felt bad. Every time I go, I feel bad.
Yeah.
I swear to God. It's something about seeing animals in cages that just. I mean, but it's my son. Have to show him the ways. Hey, there's gonna be children's in cages in the border. Lucky you're not in there. Nah, I just got fucked up. I take that back. But you just never know.
Yeah.
You just never know. You got to prepare the kids for
that. We go back to stressful situations. Is it better to show them than to protect them? No, I mean, I think protecting kids at the end of the day isn't a good thing, bro. You gotta show them the real world,
But he's 4, so maybe I gotta take it.
Yeah,
easy.
you gotta go easy on that. You don't want to do too much.
Yeah.
You don't want to put them on the plank and ask them to dive.
I guess I'm racist against SeaWorld because, I mean, the LA Zoo isn't all that great either, It's like, I'll take my son to the LA Zoo, but yet I won't want to take him to SeaWorld because I've seen blackfish, So when I saw blackfish, I was like, that's fucked up. And so I'm like, I'm never going there again.
Yeah.
I even cried in that movie.
I've never been there, bro. I've never been.
You never been to SeaWorld?
No.
Dude, it's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I'm all contradicting myself here. Right?
Yeah.
But it's a good place to go when you don't see blackfish. And then you
Yeah.
see blackfish, you're like, man, fuck you, SeaWorld. And then you're like, I'm never taking my kid here. And then you make this vow, you cut your hand, you squirt some blood, and you
spit on it, and that's it.
So yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something, Vinny. Do you believe in generational curse? Tell me, wait, what the fuck?
What? I mean, no. I mean, look. A little bit of my past.
Yeah,
I was
for
involved in the Santeria world where
yeah.
we sacrifice chickens and goats and do these prayers and fucking smoke cigars and blah, blah, blah. And pray to different gods.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I found that as because I was young, right, when I was involved, super young. And I think it's all in your mind. I think at the end, because I also grew up in the Mormon world, and I was part of the Mormon church, baptized in the Mormon church, as well as baptized in the Santeria world. So I saw both ends of the spectrum, right? One's super religious and holy, and you got to, live a life of enlightenment. And then I've seen the Santeria of like, there's gods and there's evil gods, and then there's all these other fucking weird rituals that you have to go through. I think when it comes to the generational curse question, it's the same thing that I realized with these religions, is that it's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. If you believe that you've been cursed from generations past, then it's just in your mind. You're going to live like that because you're going to manifest those curses as you live your life day by day. And then you're going to not realize it because you're so embodied into this
weird situation.
We got Armando Rojas Jr. commenting salt, pepper, and garlic.
Hey, salt, pepper, and garlic. That's the guy.
Oh, that's it. There you go.
Yeah.
What did he cook it? What did he cook it at? What
Beppo.
heat?
Huh?
What heat did he cook it at? It was just on the grill.
I tell you this much. Beppo has this way of cooking that it's just eyeballing it. Yeah, I swear to God, it's okay. and it's like it's almost like a master chef.
Yeah.
You already know, like you don't have to fucking stick a thermometer in there and look at the heat and see,
Because I'll tell you what, bro, not every man can cook meat.
No,
there's some men.
I'm one of those men.
There's just some men that just can't cook them, and there's some men that could throw a fucking piece on a heated rock, and it fucking tastes great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's a stigma, bro, that each man has to know how to know. It's not that. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody knows how to fucking do it.
100%. And I've cooked meat where it's fucking dry as shit. I've cooked a lot of stuff that doesn't come out great. But when I do cook,
we got Armando saying Cardano to the moon.
When I do cook and I cook, or when I grill, I should say, I don't want to say, maybe it's cooking too. But when I do grill, I want to say maybe 7 out of 10 times my shit comes out good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. 3 out of 10, I'm like, fuck, me pasé de sal, or maybe it was too dry. I left it there for too long. It's happened to me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. But yeah, when I do take my time and I see it and I measure it and blah blah blah, it comes out fucking dank. But Armando, Bepponator, I'm telling you,
we have the homie
those
Beppo saying ADA to the moon, bro.
ADA to the moon. Let's get into that a little bit.
Hey, Armando, I don't know you personally, but nice to meet you. I want you to check out Safe Moon, Safe Galaxy, Safe Mars, and Elongate. Check those out, bro. They are beyond cheap, worth like a tenth of a penny, and they can make a lot of money. We're personally invested into Safe Moon. I think we bought it at 0.000007. And 0.000030, and I think it's at 0.000068. So there we are right there, Safe Moon. So we got Safe Moon. See, you got it sitting at 71. I think I bought it at 0.000007.
So take away that 7 and put a 0. Yeah. Take away that 1 and put a 7.
Yeah, and I think I told Vinny, and then you got in like at a 30, huh?
Yeah, at 3. So that 7 should be a 3.
But if you get that 7 and move it over 2 spots, I mean, you're talking massive gains.
Jesus.
You're talking stupid massive gains.
Jesus, Santeria Christ.
You're talking about like an 100x, bro, at least 200x.
And you see these in the market. Like when I bought this fucking silver company, I'm not going to say what company I bought it. It was at 3 cents, dropped $1,000. I had enough conviction, done a little bit of research on this company, and it went from 3 cents to 33 cents. Bro, it was a 10x gain.
Damn.
And I'm like, some people don't even make 10% in a year.
Yeah,
yeah. And I made
people are happy with 7, bro. People are happy with 7
off 1,000. So but I didn't sell at the peak, of course. I sold when it was like at 7x gains, you know. So it's still a good gain. I mean, fuck, 7x. So made a profit there. But yes, you have to kind of just take a risk, you know. Take that risk. Look at Safe Moon, go through their white paper, read what they're all about. Look at the CEO and listen to him. Does he come off like a good guy to you? Do you believe the CEO of Safe Moon, named John something, I forget his last name, when he talks about starting a exchange, like, does he sound like he has a lot of credibility? You know, there's a lot of things I take into consideration, but most of the times you never know. Some of these people, I mean, some of these crypto tokens could come off as like the shit, and man, oh, this is gonna be the 10xer, 100xer, and it turns out to be a fucking nothing burger, technically, right? Call it a nothing burger. So, I mean, if you were to look at this spike right here, my God, I mean, most people sold that spike, and now we're down.
A lot of people did.
Yeah,
we held.
I hold. Yeah. Diamond hands, motherfuckers. Diamond hands.
And you know what, bro? I think this coin, it can make a lot of people a lot of money just because how cheap it is, and the hype around it. And I don't think even big YouTubers are talking about it. The minute big YouTubers start talking about it, the minute it starts getting listed, say on KuCoin, Kraken, Gemini, Coinbase, which I doubt, but Crypto.com, Binance USA. That's when you're gonna see this coin explode like Dodge once did.
Yes.
And I think that bro, I think I'm gonna be totally transparent here. And it's not like I invested a lot of money into this shit. I bought $150 worth, and I think I got 1.5 billion, no, 1.4 billion coins.
Jesus.
At the high, it turned into like $3,500.
Fuck.
Right? But that was off $150 investment, bro. I mean, you can only think of that shit like at the casino if you get lucky and put it on.
And you told me when you invested, you told me at that price. Yeah. I procrastinated. I have a bad habit of procrastinating when you tell me about great opportunities. And you were right. I invested. I doubled my money and easily. I mean, first I was down. Of course, I was down because I bought at that certain
bought it
peak,
at that certain high.
At that certain high.
Because it had already freaking shot up when I had when I had found it. Like I said, it was at 7. Then I had told you, and it was just rocketing.
It was at 7 zeros and then 7.
Like the last number was a 7, and there was a 0 in front
7
of it.
zeros in
then
front
when
of
you
it.
bought it,
it was at 6 zeros with
and
a 3.
With a 3 and a 0. Which from 7 to 30, that was already like a 5x in itself. A 2x, no, like a 2x. No, 3x because it tripled, right? That was just a 3x in itself, bro. And then it went up to the 154, right? And I think it's consolidating now. A lot of people pulled profits, but the thing with SafeMoon, if you hold it in your trust wallet, it every time you sell, 10% of it goes to a liquidity pool. I mean, 5% goes into a liquidity pool, and then 5% gets given back to all the people that hold that token. So that 1.4 billion for me is like up to 1.6 just for holding it, because you're getting deposited all these coins that other people are selling.
Wow. So you're never going to be as cheap as when you first bought it.
Yeah.
Well, the price of SafeMoon will never be as cheap as when you first bought it because of the selling. So. And if you read the protocols of SafeMoon, don't forget, SafeMoon.
You bought some SafeMoon, bro. You got into some SafeMoon.
Hey.
That's right.
Is that Peppo?
Yeah, yup. You got into some SafeMoon.
Peppo-nator in the SafeMoon world. There we go.
That's right.
Now, SafeMoon still needs to create so many platforms, I think, to be relevant, right?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
New.
It's still considered a meme coin for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I think it's good, bro. I think it's a good if you got some money, throw it into it, bro. Not to say that I'm telling you what to do, but you know what I'm saying? I think it would be a good play. Who knows, bro? Maybe it hits half a penny. Hits half a penny, bro. You're sitting
half a penny. You're talking about 2 zeros, then.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do some crazy math, Rigo? You sound like you want to do some crazy math.
I do,
now.
bro. I do.
Okay. For those of you that are naysayers and don't understand cryptocurrencies or want to understand cryptocurrencies, and you don't understand the magnitude of the money you can make, my boy Rigo here is going to do a little bit of some math for you, just in case you find it very hard to understand, like the amount of money you can make with your stimulus check. Let's just put the stimulus check, maybe $1,400.
So a Satoshi, or a Satoshi, what's called in the crypto world, which is 1/8, right? Because it's 8 places in a Bitcoin. There's 8. You can divide it 8 times, right? So when people buy this or bought this, well, if you buy it now, you're buying it at the 7th Satoshi level, which is 71, correct? Now, if you were to drop your 14 hundos, we'll say 14 hundos, keep them entertained, Vinny, while I do this.
1400s. So that means $1,400 in the slang world of middle class dropouts. So 14 hundos is $1,400. Now, Rigo is going to do the math of what amount of money can you make if you drop $1,400 onto SafeMoon, correct?
Okay. So at the current price, if you were to drop 1,400, you would have a total of 1.9 billion tokens, correct?
Okay. So 1.9 billion shares of this crypto named SafeMoon.
Correct.
You will have if you were to deposit your stimulus check onto the SafeMoon exchange. So 1.9 billion shares. Continue, please.
So now let's say that 1.9 billion hits half of a fourth of a Satoshi. It would be 0.0001 and whatever in the end, right? So let's do that math. Let's divide that. So you're holding 1.9 billion.
So he will use calculus now. You took calculus in college as well. So Rigo is going to be.
I took hood calculus.
He took hood calculus, and that's how you get smart. If you understand hood calculus, then you know nothing. So it's all right. So 1.9 billion shares. Let's not forget your $1,400 stimulus check. If you were to buy SafeMoon at its current price today, you would have 1.9 billion shares.
And if it hits half of that penny, or
if it hits
the fourth decimal.
The fourth decimal. So that's 3 zeros, and then that fourth number would be the number that you would have after the price of SafeMoon goes up. So right now you buy SafeMoon with 6 zeros, right? So dot 6 zeros and then 7.
And if it goes to dot 4 zeros, or it'll be dot 3 zeros and a digit, you're sitting at $190,000.
Holy shit! Wait. 100. Okay. I'm confused.
Now, let's say it goes to a penny.
Okay, wait.
Very hypothetical.
So remember, people, don't forget. Maybe I'm making it more difficult than what it sounds like. But you bought SafeMoon at 0.6 zeros and then a 7. So you bought SafeMoon at this price. You put $1,400 to SafeMoon at this current price. Now we're talking about taking away 3 zeros.
So right here, and then you have a digit.
Yeah, so take away 3 zeros.
And then put a 1 where that first blue zero's at.
So you take away 3 zeros, so it's 0.00001. And just one. Yeah. Just 3 zeros, 1. So
that
you
would
have
be $190,000.
$190,000.
Okay.
If you were to drop $1,400
and it hits that,
and it hits only 3 zeros left, 1. Oh my
now
God.
Let's do this. Now let's do that. 1.9 billion coins.
I mean, this is down payment house type of conversations we're having. $1,900, that's a down payment for a house.
Now let's say it hits the third decimal, 0.0010. So a little bit before a cent.
A tenth of 1 cent.
Yeah, a little bit before a cent. That would be...
You're making me breathe hard, bro.
1.9 mil.
Oh, my God.
1.9 mil.
Oh, my God.
It don't even need to hit a cent, bro. You'd be a little quick millionaire.
So a tenth of a cent. A tenth of a cent. 1/10 of 1 cent.
Yeah.
If this fucking SafeMoon, if you buy it today with your stimulus check, and you just have diamond hands and to the day your hands fall off, you will have one at the tenth of a cent, my boy.
At a tenth.
You will have $1.9 million. Oh my goodness.
Now if it hits a penny, you'll have 19 million.
Jeez, I can't even think right now.
If it hits 10 cents, you'll have 1 point. I didn't even do that math.
Wow.
But I know that's super hypothetical.
That'd be 400 maybe.
Yeah, that's super hypothetical. Okay. But the point here is that.
But it's not. But think about it. Bitcoin.
Think of Dodge, bro. Think of Dodge.
Dodge is an amazing case by itself. But Bitcoin started off at pennies.
Yeah.
And people for buying shit with Bitcoin, they weren't even thinking about how if you just hold it and there's a scarcity amount and more people buy it. Like that's the basic logic of Bitcoin. There's a scarcity that will never be ever no more than 21 million, and all you have to do is buy into it. You don't have to sell
and
it.
The blockchain.
And the blockchain technology did bounce it a lot higher than where it was at. But still, that logic to it was, it made sense. And the logic to SafeMoon is if you hold it, people are selling, you get their shares. You get more shares. You don't have to buy these extra shares. Yeah. They're given to you. You're entitled because you hold SafeMoon in their trust wallet of wherever you have your SafeMoon.
You hold the address.
You hold the address.
And I think and like I said, there's SafeMoon, there's SafeMars, there's all kinds of safe shit now.
Yeah.
And Elongate. But I'm telling you, bro, if you drop $50, $100 into these things and forget about them, maybe you come listen to our show 5 months from now and we tell you, hey, sell your shit because it's about to go into a bear market.
Yeah.
You might be sitting pretty.
And speaking of bear markets, we are not even near a bear market in cryptocurrencies. No, we're nowhere near. So, we're not financial advisors. It's just what we're seeing from our day-to-day research into the crypto world, into the world in general. We don't see a bear market in any of these markets, whether it's the stock market, the crypto market, the housing market. Yeah. We don't see a downturn because of all this money printing. And of course, eventually we will see it. I think deflation comes after this inflation, but we will see hyperinflation before we see deflation. I don't think the powers that be, that shouldn't be, will allow themselves to rein back some of their power. It's just it's been going on for too long. You know, all these pensions are tied up to the bonds and the equities that it's a too big to fail. And that brings us to Coinbase. Coinbase will be a too big to fail. So I would recommend that don't buy forget what I just said about the recommendation. If the price falls, what I'm going to do tomorrow, if the price does fall from 250 or 200, wherever it starts off, I'm going to buy it. If it continues to fall, depends how I manage my money, right? Yeah. Managing risk, then I might cut my losses depending on how much the volume of selling is, but I will still buy Coinbase because a lot of these hedge funds and a lot of these multi-million billionaires buy their cryptos through Coinbase. So Coinbase is already a too big to fail company, which is why they're on the stock market under the NASDAQ. But yeah,
and Coinbase, I think, is the biggest player here in the United States, bro. Binance, I think, worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah.
But
Binance is the competitor for sure to Coinbase. But
because they were the original, dude, you needed Bitcoin go through Binance. And Binance, at one point, you couldn't access it here. You needed a VPN to be able to buy through Binance, but then they created Binance USA.
Yeah.
But not a lot of the coins that are on regular Binance are on Binance USA. So then came Coinbase, which made it stupid easy to purchase. Right? Because remember when you used to buy from Binance, bro, you had to set up your 2FA, all this other bullshit, bro. Super fucking hard. Yeah. Right? Then comes fucking Coinbase that makes it stupid easy to buy Bitcoin. Just put your debit card, put how much you want to buy, and boom, your Bitcoin's there. Your freaking ADA's there. Your Ethereum is there. Mm-hmm. So I definitely see this price of Coinbase going pretty far.
Yeah.
Meaning pretty I'm gonna have that face, bro, when SafeMoon hits a quarter of a penny.
For real, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, it's gonna be me, bro.
What the fuck?
But yeah, bro, definitely exciting.
No, I'm excited too because, you know, I remember in 2018, specifically 2017, we were looking at these cryptos, the smaller ones, the tokenized ones, and people were becoming millionaires overnight.
Oh, bro,
like overnight. Stupid. It was crazy the amount of money these people were making because they saw what we're seeing today.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we were in their shoes then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We were in shoes that we
didn't even
we found these shoes, you know?
You came to me, bro, and said, "Hey, check out this Litecoin shit," and
Litecoin was at $14. Ripple XRP, you told me about it. It was in like 3 cents. Yeah. It just broke a penny, and it was like the next thing. It went up to $3, I think it went. Bitcoin at the time, it was in the hundreds, and then it hit the thousands. And we were like, oh, it's going to pull back. And it just kept 10K. Revving up.
It hit 10K, and that was its all-time high. And then it hit 20K 2018. And then that's when it went down. Bear market. But then look where it shredded again, bro. 60K.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think the play for everybody should be getting yourself into some Bitcoin, right? Because that's going to be the future. But yeah, bro, I think I talked a lot. Are you guys anything you want to touch on?
Man, you know, I'm just excited, to be honest with you. I'm excited into the crypto space because it's the future. I mean, it really is the future. And there's going to be a lot of millionaires that figure out some shit that most people don't know.
Yeah.
And they will create a token of some sort. And entrepreneurs from that sector are going to fix the fucked upness in today's society. I really believe that because entrepreneurs are going to fix this world. You know, I was listening to Patrick Bet-David, one of his podcasts, and he talked about how entrepreneurs are going to fix today's mess. And it is. And in his book, too. It's in his book, Patrick Bet-David's book, Your Next 5 Moves. It's in that book, and it is true. I don't doubt it. I think with all these new things, I think this is why the SEC doesn't want to regulate cryptos or didn't come out as firm because it's something that it has to push us to that next level of society where we need to come together. There's so much divisiveness in this country, which is weird because the people I meet day to day, don't find issues in racism or anything like that. You know, I think it's just people that have nothing to do and are in like the worst situations and circumstances in life, and they want to feel a part of something and be a part of something, and they want to, you know, just be out there, you know, just because they have nothing else to do. If they were working, if people had fucking jobs, we wouldn't see no protests. I mean, I remember working in downtown LA, and there was this like protest for Earth Day, but the economy wasn't shut down. There wasn't no site of pandemics anywhere near, and there was this protest for a day. It was just like a day protest. I remember when Donald Trump became president, and I was working in downtown LA, and there was like a day or two protests, and that was it. There wasn't no rioting, there wasn't no burning or looting. It was just people had shit to do. They had to go to work, and you got along and life went on. But now that, you know, the social media platforms and mainstream media news source, they want to divide you and get you distracted and get you to hate each other, so you don't see these opportunities unfolding before your eyes, you know, and just have questions about it when the time comes for you to really get into the cryptocurrency world. I think that's what it's all about, to be honest, in my opinion. But yes,
I agree.
Get into it. Get into the cryptos. I mean, Rigo, happy motherfucking birthday.
Thank you, bro. And I want to thank everybody. My boy, Peppo, is that what you call him?
Yeah, Peppo Nader.
Hey, bro, he's been here. He's, you know, this is our first live stream, and he was the only one here, but he means a lot, bro.
A1 day one,
right? He's gonna be the A1 day one.
We only need to change one person's mind.
Exactly, that's it. And this was something new we tried out, because we don't edit our shit at all.
No.
When we just do a regular recording, we just hit record and we talk and we fuck up, and is what it is.
Yes.
But we wanted to try something different, and let us know what you think, Beppo, if you want to see more of this live stream shit. But let me I have to go over here and kill this over here.
Peace in the hood.
You guys be safe. That was cool, bro. That was a cool experience,